Welcome to Not Suitable for Democracy. I'm your host, Nick, and on today's show, we're trying something a little different by covering the news from this past weekend. Now, I hate to say it, but a lot of it was bad news for progressives. I don't like it. However, we have a chance to fight back. By learning from what is going on right now, we can be informed and then build power. A lot of this news is from Democratic primaries, and these events will not only shape the outcomes from 2026, but also for 2028. So it's up to us to stay informed, organize, and that is how we will win a progressive future that we deserve. So before we start, make sure you subscribe to Not Suitable for Democracy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Now, let's get into it. First up, we're taking a trip down to St. Louis, Missouri, and so did Nancy Pelosi. The Speaker Emeritus flew to St. Louis, Missouri for a rally in support of Congressman Wesley Bell. And those who may recall, Wesley Bell is representing Missouri's 1st congressional district, which after he won his election in 2024 by defeating the former Congressmember Cori Bush. Now, Cori Bush ran for that office in 2018, and she lost, and she ran again in 2020, and she won. But it wasn't until she called for a ceasefire that prompted AIPAC to then spend tens of millions of dollars against her. And unfortunately, so she wound up losing re-election in 2024. But now she is up for a rematch in 2026. So Cori Bush has been really focusing on Wesley Bell's record with his accepting AIPAC money, but also failing to deliver for constituents who were, impacted by the tornado disaster that just happened months ago. So unfortunately, Wesley Bell wasn't able to deliver, but will that be enough by calling out his record and his AIPAC money to get voters to support Cori Bush over Wesley Bell? That has remained to be seen, because at the rally where Nancy Pelosi and Wesley Bell were embracing in a hug with local leaders, a strong population of the Black community, all there in support of his candidacy. So granted, while we see progressives having the wind behind our sails in a lot of hotly contested primaries, such as in New York and in Colorado, can we bring that progressive energy down to St. Louis and elect Cori Bush? And if you're on the ground there in St. Louis, then please let me know whose campaign do you think will come out on top, Congressman Wesley Bell or former Congressmember Cori Bush? Now, I'd love to hear about the organizing and the volunteer work going on. I'd be really fascinated to hear what's happening on the ground. So leave me a comment, send me a message, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you. And let's re-elect Cori Bush to Congress.